Welcome to today's gentle adult yoga class. Let's get started on our mats. Let's lie on our backs. So on hot, humid days, we don't feel like doing a whole lot. It's important to honor the energy of the season. We'll take some nice, easy breaths here. In the Ayurvedic tradition, which is the science of life, the sister science to yoga, this time of year is called Pitta, and its quality is fire. It is hot and dry, and so we want to be moist and cool. And staying close to the ground is one way to be cooler. We'll take a few more slow, easy breaths, sinking into the floor. Notice your breath. Feel the belly rise as you breathe in. And sink back towards the spine as you breathe out. Let's bend the knees. Bring the arms out to the side. And we'll slowly windshield wiper the legs. Inhaling up and exhaling over. And once you've got the legs going, when you come back to center, let's inhale the arms up. And the arms can go to one side while the legs go to the other. Nice and slow and gentle. If you'd like to add to that, you can have your head follow your knees. And your eyes follow your hands. It's a little brain game. And let's come back to center and bring one leg in and give it a hug. You can stretch the other leg out. Soften into the floor. And while you're here, you can circle your ankle. And circle back the other way. And point and flex. Let's bring the hand behind the leg and let's open and close the knee. Inhaling, stretch, and exhaling, fold. And giving that knee a hug, let's pull the knee into the nearest armpit. Keep stretching out through the opposite leg. Keep that leg active as well. And bring the knee across your body, stretching into the opposite armpit. Come back to center. Bring your knee into your nearest armpit once again, coming into a half happy baby, or you could also consider this an upside down lunge. Pressing your knee down into your armpit, reaching out through the opposite leg. Just breathe. Then a nice stretch perhaps in the back of your thigh and your hamstring. Soften into the breath. Can you keep the legs active and keep your face and neck relaxed? Reach across with your opposite hand and bring your leg across your body with the foot flexed, and we'll bow the cello. And come back to your hug. Let's place that foot on the floor and slide it down. And compare the two sides of the body. And we'll roll the knees to face the ceiling and bring the opposite leg in and give it a hug. I can't remember, did we circle already? I think we did. That's okay. Maybe we didn't, so it's a good thing we're doing it now. And circle back the other way. Relax. Pull the knee into your nearest armpit. Keep the opposite leg active. Soften your face and neck. And bring the knee across, pulling to the opposite side. Breathe into that stretch on the outside of your leg. Bring that leg back to center. Flex and bring your knee into your nearest armpit, holding the back of your leg, your ankle, or the top of your foot as you press that knee down. Keeping that foot flexed, reach across with your opposite hand and bring your knee across, your leg across your body. And we'll gently bow the cello. And let's come back to one more hug. Softening down into the floor. And let's place that foot on the floor and slide it down. Take a few breaths here, let the energy circulate. And let's place the feet on the floor, roll to one side, and we'll come to a seated position. Choosing Sukhasana or half lotus or lotus, sitting on a prop or not, whatever feels good to you. And let's squeeze our facial muscles up to the tip of our nose. And relax. And inhale and squeeze. Relax. Inhale, squeeze. And relax. And one more time, inhale, squeeze. And relax. And let's do a lion face, inhale. Exhale, opening the eyes wide, the mouth wide, sticking out the tongue and breathing out the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Let's do one more. Very nice. And let's do some shoulder rolls. Let's stop and shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. And stop and take that in. Let's bring one shoulder up and bring your ear to your shoulder. Give that a squeeze. Feel the stretch in the opposite side of your neck. Dropping the other shoulder down. Inhale back up and shoulder down. Inhale the other shoulder up. Bring your ear to your shoulder. So we're dropping this shoulder and squeezing this one up. And head up and shoulder down. Let's bring both shoulders up. And drop them down the side. One more. And rest. You might be getting a little lightheaded from all that extra oxygen. So you want to let the body reset. And sitting up nice and tall, let the head get heavy, the chin come forward. And we'll draw a little wave shape on our chest. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your neck. Really exploring your range of motion. Breathing into the stretch. Finish up a side, come back to center, lift your head up. Take a moment to let the energy circulate. The shoulders relaxed and the spine tall. Let's look over our shoulder. And look over the other one. Bring one hand to the shoulder. Bring your ear to the opposite shoulder. And then we're going to move our head forward and backwards over the shoulder, ear towards the shoulder. Notice the different muscles engaged as you move your head. Again, explore your range of motion. Come to an interesting edge. Breathe into that stretch. Come back to center, inhale up and down. Relax the shoulders, bring your hands across, let your ear come to your opposite shoulder, and then we're moving the head across the shoulder. One more. Come back to center, inhale up and relax. Let's do one more head and neck. We're going to bring our ear to our shoulder. This will also add some arms now. We're going to reach out through the hand, palm up. And palm down. Palm up. Palm down. Palm up. Palm down. Bring the head back up and we'll just circle the wrist. And circle the wrist the other way. And flick water off your fingers. You're still keeping that arm nice and extended. And then claw the air. And down. Oh, wow. Compare the two sides of your body. Letting the energy circulate. And we'll let the ear reach to the shoulder. Press the opposite arm away, palm up. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. And palm down, reach out through the back of your hand. And palm up, push away. Palm down. Palm up. And palm down. And let's bring the head back up. I think that's when we did that. Circle. And circle back the other way. And let's claw the air. And flick water off your fingers. And come back to stillness, let the energy circulate. Let's come over onto our hands and knees. Coming into table. And we'll start with just a little swaying from side to side. So hips are going one way, head and shoulders going the other. Nice, easy sway. You can stay with that or begin to turn that into some cat circles. Breathing stretches around, whatever your body would like this morning. Let's go back to stillness and we'll go the other way. Back to stillness. Do a little cat and dog. And just put this here. We're going to do a little vinyasa here with downward facing dog, or you can stay with just doing cat and dog if down dog doesn't work for you. For down dog, we'll move our hands forward a little bit. Inhale up into downward facing dog. Come back down into table and back into child. Inhale into table, turn the toes over, press back into downward facing dog. Or you could just go back and forth between table and child if that was better for you too. Table and child. So you can just go back and forth between table and child if you like. Or if you need to skip a set. Table, downward facing dog. Table and child. Table. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Table and Balasana. Can do a few more. Moving nice and slow so we don't get overheated, but still getting the benefits of the stretch and the movement. And last one. And back into child and rest. And let's come up to standing. Come through lunge, bringing one foot forward, turning the back toes over, bring your hands to your thigh, or whatever way works for you. Coming into Tadasana. Eyes open or closed, finding your mountain pose. Scan your body. And we'll give clues today. Let's see what you can discover in your own body. And let's take some nice deep breaths, inhaling up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Let's turn that into a half salute. Inhaling up. Exhaling, swan dive over. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Knees can be slightly bent. Press into your heels. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Swan dive over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale all the way back up. Hands to heart. I'm going to add some variations to this. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left arm up. You may need to bend your right knee. And down. And right arm up, spinning your body with that. And down. And inhale back up. And hands to heart. Let's do one more of those. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left arm up. Right knee may need to bend, that's fine. Or maybe both knees. Other arm up. Opposite knee bends or both knees need to bend, that's okay. Inhale, back up. And hands to heart. Bring the hands around and back. Rounding through the feet, the elbows pressed towards each other, hands are down low on your sacrum and up on your waist. Pressing down into the heels, draw the kneecaps up, draw the perineum up, the belly up. Chest reaches to the sky as you begin to arc back. Nice open front of body. Slowly coming back up. Either grab opposite elbows or interlace your hands for Yoga Mudra. Bend your knees slightly, lead with your chest. Coming into a forward fold. Let your head go. And bring your head around to one side, looking at the side of your leg. Come back to center. Bring your head around to the other side of your body. Look at the other side of your leg. Let your head relax. Come back to center. Focus on releasing tension in the back of your neck. And then very gently pressing into your heels, roll up. Release your hands. Come back to Tadasana. Feel the energy circulate. All right, we're going to step out to a five-pointed star. Take a moment here, expanding your energy in all directions. And then we're going to do a little side lunge. Inhaling up, you can have your hands on your hips. Let's relax the arms, just side lunge. Inhaling up, exhaling. All right. We're going to put this together with an arm movement. So let's just do the arm movement first. We're going to take, it's called the halo. Take one arm around, drawing a halo around your head, and then reaching that arm out. Going to bring the other arm around your head and reach it out. Bring the arm around your head and reach it out. So you can think of this as clearing the energy in your head. So if you're like too mental, if you're too up in your head, that's sort of clearing all that excess energy. Great thing to do before you go to bed. So let's put that all together. Gonna lunge to one side and reach. Lunge to the other side and reach. Circling the head. Shifting our weight. This is good for our balance. I want to give credit to Sherry Zach Morris for this lovely little exercise, which comes from either the Qigong or Tai Chi tradition. I'm not sure which. And we'll come back to our 5-pointed star. Then we'll end with one more spinal twist. So we'll bring our hand across, left hand to the outside of your right leg and stretch up. Inhale back up. And opposite side. And it's easy to forget that back leg, so keep that back leg engaged. Don't roll into your arch, which I was doing. And come on back down, forward folds, one more time. Legs slowly come back up. And toe heel back up. Quietly jump back to Tadasana. And let's come lie down on our backs. Take a few breaths here. Let the energy circulate. Let's walk the feet in, about hip width apart and fingertips touching your heels. Now we'll do some bridge pose variations today. Let's start by tucking the tailbone towards the ceiling, tipping the tailbone towards the ceiling and pressing the waist into the floor. Feel those thigh muscles engage and relax. Inhale, and then on the exhale, squeeze the belly back, tip, press into the heels, and release. Inhale. And release, and one more time. Let's continue lifting. Inhale up and roll down. Go up for 2 counts. Inhale up, 2. Exhale, roll down. So each time a little more of you comes off. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, roll down. So we're not speeding up, we're just lifting more with each repetition. Coming up to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and roll down, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on 6, we'll hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you'd like to lift a shoulder and squeeze your arms underneath you, coming into Yoga Mudra. If you're super flexible and it doesn't hurt your knees, you can even grab your ankles. You want to make sure that's not putting extra pressure on your knees. Pull the legs energetically towards each other. Imagine you're being lifted by the outside of your hips. With each breath, imagine you can go a little higher. At the same time, you're keeping your face and neck soft, and you're not looking at me. You want to look straight up at the ceiling. Don't rotate your head when you're in bridge pose. If you need to see me, come out of the pose first, and then look at the screen. And we'll slowly roll back down one vertebra at a time. Bring the knees into the chest and get a nice hug. Flattening your back into the floor. Let's bring the legs out into a happy baby. If you'd like to rock or make some noise, that's fine too. Bring the legs back together and stretch them up towards the ceiling, coming into inversion. If you'd rather put something under your hips or take your legs against the wall, you can choose that. You can reach your arms up to the ceiling, but we're not reaching to touch the ceiling. Instead, we're pressing down with our hips and shoulders, so we're feeling our roots, and it's that rootedness that causes the legs and arms to reach to the sky. And we'll stay here for at least a minute. That was a minute. Let's go for one more. Feel free to come out if you need to. Again, feel the connection of your back into the earth, sending roots down, that being the basis of your reaching up. Ten more seconds. And give yourself a hug. Let's do a little abdominal work before we go into our reclining twist and shavasana. So bringing your hands underneath your legs, underneath your buttocks rather. Inhale up. And slowly lower those legs down. Now, if this is too challenging for you, just place your feet on the floor and send your legs out straight. Otherwise, we can hover here. Bring your knees in. Either place the feet on the floor and stretch them out straight, or from here, slowly lower your legs. Monitor your lower back, make sure there's no pain. Use your belly, pressing your back against the floor. Hover if you can. And those knees in. Inhale up. Hover. And knees into the chest. And we'll go out the other way. Either sliding the legs along the floor or hovering right above the floor. Inhaling those legs up. And knees to chest. Slide the legs along the floor or hover above them. Either bring your legs back in along the floor or lift them up. And last one. And hover. Good work. Let's bring those legs in and give them a little shake. Reach your arms out and we'll windshield wiper the legs. You want a little more challenge, bring your knees into your chest and windshield wiper this way with the feet off the floor. Feel that lovely massage to your lower back. Nice stretch to your obliques. Come back to stillness. Give yourself one more hug. And roll to one side if you need to get up to get your props for Shavasana. And then come lie down, allowing the energy to circulate as your body absorbs the benefits of today's practice. So allowing the legs to rotate outward. You might have a pillow under your knees. The arms rest a few inches away from your hips, with the palms upward and the fingers softly curled. Wriggle your shoulder blades down your back and press the shoulders into the earth, creating a broader chest and lengthen your neck. Relax your jaw. Let your teeth part slightly and your tongue rest against your lower teeth. Allow the eyes to close and the eyeballs to roll up in the sockets. Allow the worry lines to melt off your forehead and face. Mentally observe the sensations in your body as your body wisdom integrates what you've done today. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Gently move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. When you're ready, bring your feet flat on the floor. Bring your hands together and rub them briskly, building up healing energy. And cup the hands over the eyes, bringing that healing energy into your eyes and brain. And release the hands. Roll to one side. And make your way to a seated position. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.